Nehemiah 9. Now in the 24th day of this month, the children of Yasharel were assembled with fasting and with sackcloths and earth upon them. And the seed of Yasharel separated themselves from all strangers, and stood and confessed their sins and the iniquities of their fathers. And they stood up in their place and read in the Cepher of the Torah of YAHUAH Elohim 1/4 part of the day, and another 4th part they confessed and worshipped YAHUAH Elohim. Then stood up upon the stairs of the Leviim Yeshua and Bani, Kadmiel, Shebaniah, Buni, Sherebiah, Bani, and Kalani, and cried with a loud voice unto YAHUAH Elohim. Then the Leviim, Yeshua and Kadmiel, Bani, Kashvaniah, Sherebiah, Hodiah, Shebaniah, and Pethakiah said, Stand up, and blesseth YAHUAH Elohim forever and ever, and blessed be your glorious name, which is exalted above all blessings and praise. You, even you, are YAHUAH alone. You have made us the heavens, the heaven of heavens, with all their hosts, the earth, and all things that are therein, the seas, and all that is therein. And you preserveth them all, and the host of heaven worships you. You are YAHUAH the Elohim, who did choose Avram, and brought him forth out of Ur of the Kasdim, and gave him the name of Abraham, and foundeth his heart faithful before you, and cut a covenant with him to giveth the land of the Canaanim, the Hittim, and the Amorim, and the Pezarim, and the Yebusim, and the Girgashim, to give it, I say, to his seed, and have performed with your words, for you are righteous, and did see the affliction of our fathers in Mitzrayim, and heardeth their cry by the Red Sea, and showed signs and wonders upon Pharaoh, and on all his servants, and on all the people of his land, for you knew that they dealt proudly against them. So did you get you a name, as it is this day. And you did divide the sea before them, so that they went through the midst of the sea on the dry land, and if their persecutors you threw into the deeps as a stone into the mighty waters. Moreover, you led them into the day by a cloudy pillar, and in the night by a pillar of fire, to give them light, and the way to go wherein they should go. You came down also upon Mount Sinai, and spoke with them from heaven, and gave them right judgments, and true laws, good statutes and commandments, and made known unto them at your holy Sabbath, and commanded them precepts, statutes, and law by the hand of Moshe your servant, and gave them bread from heaven for their hunger, and brought forth water for them out of the rock for their thirst, and promised them that they should go in to possesseth the land which you had sworn as to give them. But they and our fathers dealt proudly, and hardened at their necks, and hearkened not to your commandments, and refused to obey, neither were mindful of your wonders that you did among them, but hardened at their necks, and in their rebellion appointed a captain to return to their bondage. But you are an Elohim ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and forsook them not. Yea, when they had made them a molten calf, and said, This is your Elohim that brought you up out of Mitzrayim, and had wrought great provocations. Yet you, in your manifold mercies, forsook them not in the wilderness, as the pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day to lead them in the way, neither at the pillar of fire by night to show them light, and the way wherein they should go. You gave also your good Ruach to instruct them, and withheld not your manna from their mouth, and gave them water for their thirst. Yea, 40 years did you sustain them in the wilderness, so that they lacked nothing. Their clothes waxed not old, and their feet swelled not. Moreover, you gave them kingdoms and nations, and did divide them into corners, so they possesseth the land of Sihon, and that's the land of the king of Keshvan, and that's the land of Og, king of Bashan. Their children also multiplied you as the stars of heaven, and brought them into the land concerning which you had promised to their fathers, that they should go in to possess it. So the children went in and possesseth the land, and you subdued before them at the inhabitants of the land, the Caanaim, and gave them into their hands with at their kings, and at the people of the land, that they might do with them as they would. And they took strong cities and a fat land, and possessed houses full of all goods, wells dug, vineyards and olive yards, and fruit trees in abundance. So they did eat, and were filled, and became fat, and delighted themselves in your great goodness. Nevertheless, they were disobedient, and rebelled against you, and casteth your Torah behind their backs, and sleweth your prophets which testified against them, turned them to you, and they wrought great provocations. Therefore you delivered them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them. And in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto you, you heard them from heaven, and according to your manifold mercies, you gave them saviors, who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. But after they had rest, they did evil again before you. Therefore you left them in the hand of their enemies, so that they had the dominion over them. Yet when they returned and cried unto you, you heard them from heaven, and many times did you deliver them according to your mercies, and testified against them, that you might bring them again unto your Torah. Yet they dealt proudly, and hearkened not unto your commandments, but sinned against your judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them, and withdrew the shoulder, and hardened their neck, and would not hear. Yet many years did you forbear them, and testified against them by your Ruach and your prophets. Yet would they not give ear. Therefore gave you them into the hand of the people of the lands. Nevertheless, for your great mercy's sake, you did not utterly consume them, nor forsake them, for you are a gracious and merciful Elohim. Now, therefore, our Elohim, the great, the mighty, and the terrible Elohim, who guards the covenant and shows mercy, let not us all the trouble seem little before you, that has come upon us, on our kings, on our princes, and on our priests, and on our prophets, and on our fathers, and on all your people, since the time of the kings of Ashur unto this day. Howbeit, you are just in all that is brought upon us, for you have done right, but we have done wickedly. Neither have our kings, our princes, our priests, or our fathers kept your Torah, nor hearkened unto your commandments and your testimonies, wherewith you did testify against them. For they have not served you in their kingdom, and in your great goodness that you gave them, and in the large and fat land which you gave before them. Neither turned they from their wicked works. Behold, we are servants this day, and for the land that you gave unto our fathers to eateth the fruit thereof, and at the good thereof. Behold, we are servants in it. And it yields much increase unto the kings whom you have set over us because of our sins. Also, they have dominion over our bodies and over our cattle at their pleasure, and we are in great distress. And because of all this, we cut a sure covenant and write it, and our princes, Leviim and priests, seal unto it.